Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, you're muted, Gloria. Are you talking to us? Yep, you're still muted.
Okay. I'm going to need that ID and passcode again.
To get in? Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I'm on my cell phone and everybody looks like a little postage stamp.
Let me get that for you here. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
The meeting ID is 97043454204.
Okay. And the passcode?
I don't think it has one. Did it let you in?
Oh, I wasn't typing. I was just writing it down. I'm getting.
I love it when Doris shows us her thread. Did you make progress, Suzette?
A little bit, yeah.
Good. Joanne is going to send me some pearlized snaps.
Oh,
And I don't even know if Kmart is still in business, but they're from Kmart way back when. Isn't that fun?
yeah. You can buy stuff online, but all of our stores have closed.
I have the best memories as a little girl after my grandparents would bowl like on Thursdays, and then we would go to Kmart and walk around. So I thought that was fun.
I loved Kmart.
Yeah, yeah. We don't have them anywhere here. So did they close all the stores?
Yeah.
Thank you, Joanne, for sending me the snaps. I was
They
telling,
haven't come yet, right?
no. I was just
Oh,
telling
okay.
from Kmart, and I
Oh,
have
yes.
fond memories walking around Kmart with my grandmother.
I've had those since 1978.
Oh my goodness.
So I was like, it's not that I have had any use for them over the years, but just had them. So happy to pass them on.
Great. And then they'll be on this first shirt ever. And you're a sewing teacher. So that's really cool. Okay.
Joanne, are you wearing the blouse that we made?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I figure when it's time, I'll show it. Yeah.
it's pretty.
It's
Oh, thanks.
gorgeous. Let's start with you, Joanne. Tell us about it.
Okay, I'm going to stand up so you can see it first.
Oh, nice.
Really nice.
Good fit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So there's a couple things I would do differently when I was first starting to fit myself a year and a half ago was when I made the muslin for this and cut out the fabric. So it'd been partly sewn and just sitting around for a year and a half. And so I'm finally finished with it. But now that I have, there are some things that I would do differently. When looking at the pattern, if you really look at the picture, it is low. So I would actually, for me, I would raise it up an inch. Nobody can see anything, but I'm short, and if people stand over me, you can look down my shirt. I can see things, so it's just lower than I normally would wear, but it fits based on the way it would. But I would raise it an inch there. And these kind of, I feel like they just go open a little bit. So I've done this before. I would just take darts in here. And what that would do is just bring in this part here to shorten it a little bit. And not the rest of it, just at the edge to shorten it, just to tighten up that bodice area. Then in the back, if I were to like just relax, like you see all this extra fabric here in the back. So normally I would say, well, take fisheye darts. But in reality, if you go like this, it actually does fit. But what I need to do is just add more on the back side. So just a few things I would tweak.
What's a
But
fisheye dart?
a fisheye dart is you know how a dart is like a triangle?
Mm-hmm.
A fisheye dart is like two triangles put together with the fat sides together. So the fatter sides are here and then they go like this.
Oh, okay.
So when you have a fisheye dart, you can put them in like in the back to remove like extra fabric from sway back or things like that without adjusting the sides because it comes to just a point
Mhm.
and you don't have to do anything to the fabric at the sides. All you're doing is removing extra fabric in the middle.
It won't bulk though?
What's that?
It won't bulk?
No, because what you're doing this before on the pattern. You're removing
Oh, okay.
this section of the pattern, and then you're actually taking the width of it and adding it to the hem. So because you've, raised the hem, you want to put the hem back in. So you just get rid of where that section is. Like for me, I have sway back. So I need to remove a lot of times in that area. But for this, I thought it was that, but I'm like, nope, I just need to add more on the sides and that would just flatten it right out. So there's a few things. I adjusted the sleeves and I'm so thrilled. The sleeves actually fit good and they, they hang straight and everything. So I was thrilled with that.
I really like your sleeves. I like that length and the little cutout in the cuff. That's really,
Yeah, I like it. The pattern, that was the pattern. So this is the pattern I use, which I know some of you have been using as well.
can't see the number.
But yeah, so I do like it. I would just make some more adjustments.
That's a 1694, right?
6407.
Oh,
Yes.
When
6407.
Joanne, I have that same problem you have where the necklines are too long and it's almost like everything's too big around here. And when I'm lucky enough to get the multi-size pattern, I just cut that neckline on the way different size. So everything's higher and shorter and closer.
Yeah, I do get that closer. So the neckline in general, I thought worked. But what happens is this section between here and here is just, it's like floppy. I have
Yeah.
a concave chest too. So if I just do that, then it just kind of like tightens it up and it's not like flowing out.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. Sometimes I make a top and I think, who in the world is this going to fit? Because like, it's my size. And I mean, even if you were, hugely endowed, it would still be too big. It would still
you
be
don't
too
see
large.
me, Dara? I got my hand up.
Yeah. It would fit you.
Yeah, so yeah, I would do it again. And now, so I don't know how many more weeks we're doing shirts, but I would do another shirt, either of this or something else. Yeah. If
Oh,
there
you
was
wouldn't
time,
do
but
it-
if not,
you-
that's fine.
You wouldn't do this pattern over?
I would do this one over again. Yeah, I could.
I always find it useful to do it over while it's fresh in your mind what adjustments to make. That's just me.
Yeah, I wrote a bunch of notes, so I know what to
good,
change. Yeah, for the next time.
I love that. I love the fabric. So pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's dark. I mean, it's a darker fabric. Now, this morning I was finishing the buttonholes and the buttons, and as I was opening them up, and I usually put like a fray block. I don't know if you know what that is. It's kind of like a fray check, only it doesn't get hard. And so when I was cutting them open, it was doing fine. And the very top button, the thing just went bleh, and it just squirted everywhere. And I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So I wasn't sure if it was going to come out, if it was going to leave a mark. So I was washing it this morning and trying to dry it and iron it. And like, so I think I got it out. I think I got it out, but I was like, oh, I can't believe I did that right at the end.
Does
Pretty.
anybody else hear like a beeping or is that my imagination?
Yeah, I was
Here.
hearing.
Okay, it's better now. Okay. I couldn't figure out what it was. Okay. Maybe it was someone's iron turning off or something.
It's probably Kim.
No, Kim's muted.
Muted.
Kim ironing.
I was like, maybe there was a truck outside. I don't know. I didn't hear
Yeah,
it,
it was
so.
like that beeping. So I didn't know if
Oh,
there
she
was-
already ate she already ate her bacon.
Nope, I have not eaten at all. I just came in from the grocery store.
She's hungry, so don't make her mad.
I have not eaten at all,
Oh gosh. Well, the shirt is gorgeous.
but
too.
I have it all.
Oh,
Right, Kim? I just want to clarify for the new sewer. When you all say take the darts, you really mean fold the pattern, right? Like we're not going to sew those in.
Right. I'm going to make an adjustment on the pattern.
Okay. Just as if it were a dart, but you're just eliminating that.
Right.
Because I can see us newbies sewing in all these darts.
No, no. It's on the pattern. Thank you.
Okay.
so wait, so you're actually going to do that so you actually are changing the pattern for every single shirt you make then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
thought you meant. Okay. All right.
Yeah, now that I know how this pattern fits, I know how to adjust the pattern so it'll be better the next time.
Okay.
Very cool.
Unless I change sizes again, you know.
No, don't do it.
But you said you had trouble with knowing like what size that you are. I'm glad that you actually found something that you can wear and that you like.
Yeah, no, I think after a few things of doing the fitting, now I'm getting more used to it. Like I said, this pattern was cut out 1.5 years ago when I was first starting.
Mhm.
So in that 1.5 years, I've really been paying more attention. I've made my own slopers and things like that. So now I have more of an idea of where I need to adjust it now, things.
That's a constant adjustment for me. I think I told you that though.
Yeah, and every pattern's going to be similar though, because especially if you stay within the same brand, every pattern will have similar adjustments.
And I think maybe I haven't paid enough attention if it's if it's McCall's versus Vogue or something, but it tends to be a variety of where I've got to tighten it up a little bit. Sometimes I gotta I try it by the sloper. I do a little bit of a sloper through here and just not sloper, I do a tissue fitting just to the front, just through there. And it tends to be in a couple of different areas that it can be. And so I generally just do a quick tissue fit to find out where it's gotta be. But that's, I found it was so revealing to me when I was up north with, by the way, I'm in Minnesota. I probably don't use this terminology a ton. Does anybody know what I'm talking about going up north?
Gotta
Nope.
be Canada.
I can tell. No one knows. Up north, it is a sweatshirt. It's just a known thing to say up north, because up north means going to the lakes, cabining it, all that kind of stuff. That's what that's what it means, because northern Minnesota tends to be more relaxed, more easygoing, that type of thing. So but anyway, when I go up north and I visit my sister, all of us were up there one time, all of us girls. I got a ton of girls in my family. My stepsister, so outside of the family unit, she tried on some of my clothes that I've made. And she said, oh yeah, I noticed in all the shirts, all the tops, everything was tight through here. And I'm going, oh, that's right. Not everybody has to deal with this. Everything was tight for her, because I have to sew in everything.
And every pattern's different, because every pattern will have different amount of ease given
That's
in
why
the pattern. So so you have to also base it on not only what the pattern's going to say the ease is, but also what you want. Even if the pattern does that, you might say, well, I don't want it quite the way they've done it. You might change it anyways.
Yep.
What did you work on, Doreen, since we saw you last?
I am I've got a cute pattern here that I'm trying out. Ah. I'm trying to get a bit of the fabric here. Yeah. This I think would be something I think, and I have to figure out if I like to be around the house in this type of thing. It's a very comfortable looking dress. And it is at an angle through here, and then of course the skirt is attached to it. I just have to find out if I want to wear some things that are a little bit up than what I'm constantly putting on black leggings and some kind of top. I do that pretty much every day. So I want to, that's what I'm trying to get at right now, is doing something. And then this is so far at least on the top part, I'm using that. I don't know if that's good enough to show you, but that's what I'm at right now. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff. So just cutting it out right now. That's where I'm at.
Exciting. Okay, anybody else have their shirt done? Casey?
So let's put it back on the hanger. There we go. Let's see if we can get.
Beautiful.
There we go. So, oh, and you were asking about the fisheye darts. So Joanne, would you call this dart here and the ones in the back are those two-ended darts? Is that what you mean by a fisheye dart? Okay. So
well, sometimes they're like that too, you know, and you don't, yeah, sometimes they're that way.
So what
On
it does
purpose.
is it pulls it in for this one, it pulls it in at my waist and releases down near, out at the bottom and up at the top, so that it gives you that shaping into that where you're smaller. So that's kind of the point of the fisheye dart. And the same thing, it's if you have a sway back, you do it in the pattern as Joanne was talking about versus doing it in the fabric. So, but yeah, that's it. I'm pretty happy with the collar, and get a shorter sleeve on this version than before. And I think partly because I was running out of fabric, but also good with the
Lovely.
pattern.
How much fabric did you use?
I think this was 1 3/4 yards.
You did good.
Yeah. So, but it worked out really well because along the selvage, there wasn't a lot of embroidery. So I was actually able to use that edge for my collar so that it didn't show. And also on the front edge, when you turned it in, this part didn't have the embroidery on it that they. Oh dear. Hang on. There we go. Sorry. So yeah.
And you guys are talking about the fisheye darts right now.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Are they supposed to be? Is it meant to be? Because I've never looked at fisheye darts this closely. Are they supposed to be mainly going vertically, or does it not matter? They still fisheye darts that they're going any which direction.
So
I would say usually they're up and down. Typically, that is what you're seeing because, like she said, you're pulling in a section to produce a shape.
So it doesn't really matter because I'm not seeing anything when I'm looking it up right now that it says anything saying it's got to be this way. It's just showing it's a dart.
It's not about the location. It's just about the shape. It's kind of makes that like
It's just
angled
about
like,
that shape.
like an ellipse or an oval, only it comes to a point because it's a dart.
It comes to that point. It's like kind of like that,
And you sometimes find horizontal darts on the fronts and backs of dresses and blouses. It's more of a design detail when you see a horizontal dart. It's not so much as of a shaping or a fitting. It's more like somebody wanted to be different to run them horizontal.
Okay. I'm
But
sorry.
you don't see them much. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean interrupt, sorry.
no worries. No worries. So,
Any learning? Did you learn anything, Casey, or do you want to change anything about that?
Well, this one was, I made the one with the rayon, the crinkle rayon before. And so I was a little nervous about this one being too tight because this is the pattern I've had before. But the fabric really makes a difference. So pay attention to the nature of your fabric. This is a much stiffer, it has a lot less drape. It's a tight weave cotton. And so the darts were essential for giving some shape. And it also fits pretty close. Whereas the same shirt out of that crinkle rayon is much looser and flowing. So same pattern. Oh, and this one's that same pattern too. So this is out of flannel.
That's nice too.
So it's this, you know, it's the same. So once you find the pattern that fits, as Joanne says, then you can kind of play with it, but you also have to be thoughtful about what the fabric is like that goes with that. So I knew in the crinkle rayon, I wasn't going to put the darts in because one, putting darts in crinkle rayon would make me crazy because it would just be moving around too much. And two, it didn't need it because it was flowy and it didn't make sense. So the more, you know, the less drape in the fabric, the more structure I needed to give it with darts. So that was kind of the learning thing. Yeah. So, yeah. And right now I'm pinning together, doing that what Doreen talked about, tissue fitting, a dress that I made apparently so long ago that it doesn't have the markings that I usually use for all the adjustments. I made it just straight up. I have a little piece of the fabric and I'm thinking, oh yeah, that was a long time ago when I made it last time. So I'm going to tissue fit it, and I probably have to do some of the adjustments I know now that I need to make, like the high rounded back and sway back. So we'll see how it comes out.
Do you
But I'm
tissue fit much at all? Do you tissue fit much at all?
Pretty much on any new patterns, yes. And if it's a pattern I haven't done in a long time, I do it again just because shift happens, you know?
Right. Okay. I was just wondering because I tissue fit a lot, so okay.
Yeah. The tissue fit gets you in the ballpark, and then, you know, the fabric, and then fitting in the fabric itself, pin fitting in the fabric also is my second step. But I'm going to change this one. It had no center front. It was just on the fold. So I'm going to change this one so that it has a center opening. So it's like a button down, but it'll be like a little sundress button down. So.
So Casey, when you tissue fit, I don't think I'm familiar with that term. Are you actually pinning together pieces and then putting it up against your body to see how it's fitting?
Yes. So I learned this from Pamela, from Pamela's patterns, Pamela Liggett, where you mark the pattern. I don't know if you can see it there. You mark the 5/8 on any curves and you tape them, and then you clip them so that you've got the ease there. And then I pin the front and back together, and then I put it on myself. And she says you can do this by yourself. And I'm like, well, I always need Dave to pin me at least at the back. And she says you have to pin it to your center back. Because I'm not sure how she, you know, she must be doing a lot of yoga or something, because I cannot pin my center back. So I usually go in and I ask my husband to pin my center back. And then from there, I can do the rest myself and see, you know, how things, how much gap there is between where the tissue is and where I am and all that kind of stuff.
Do you interface the pattern first to help it give it stability so it doesn't tear?
I have not, but that sounds like a brilliant idea.
Yes. Wow.
I never have done that. Yeah, I've never done that.
I'm thinking I might do that with another pattern that I've used so many times it's starting to fall apart. And now would be the time to interface it.
Just a lightweight. All you need is a lightweight interfacing to do that.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Brilliant. I absolutely hate that pattern paper. It can't even stand to touch it.
It rips so quick.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't typically paper piece, because I just use the muslin, because I'm like, oh, I've had enough with the paper.
It would make cutting out the pattern so much easier if it were interfaced.
Especially if it's something you want to use over and over again. It's a good idea.
That's what I'm gonna do for next week is interface this pattern.
And what I did with some of the patterns, like my t-shirt pattern, That was off of a, what's her name? Stretch and Sew. So it had the multi-size and you just trace off your pattern, your size. I did trace that off on non-fusible interfacing kind of stuff. And that is real fun because then you can just, it does kind of stick to the fabric when you go to cut it out. You know, almost, you know, I put a few fabric weights on, but it really does kind of make cutting out a lot easier, especially with knits and that stuff. It just, you just lay it down and you're done. So.
Really nice. So awesome. Okay, anyone else have a shirt to show
Yep,
off? Kim?
I'm all done.
Yay!
Oh, good.
Oh, I like that.
Really awesome, Kim.
That came
Yep,
out cute.
Job.
like
I
that.
like the fabric, really do.
Yep, I'm all done with this.
Oh, I like the back. Yes, no, it looks good with it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Nice job, Kim. Can we see kind of the yoke?
Yep, it's,
It has a little point.
Oh, okay.
So it has an inverted pleat.
Yeah.
And it's a
That's
little-
nice.
You changed it, didn't you? Is that
no,
what you-
no,
No, you
no,
didn't
that's,
change it.
only thing I did is put more buttons on it.
Okay.
Oh. That looks
So I
good.
didn't have to wear the cami underneath. I can just
Right.
button it up and
You got it.
call it a day. So
Boy,
I'm very
that-
pleased with it. I figure for $4, I'm good.
Oh.
That's incredible. That I think is my favorite piece so far that I've seen you make, Kim.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
But it has flowers, so.
No, I do like it. I mean, it's just, I don't like a lot of flowers, but I do like this because the flowers are subtle.
They are.
And I like that.
Pretty. Any lessons learned or changes that you would make?
No, this was a super easy pattern. And I'll make it again.
Do you want to share the pattern number one more time with us?
1694, if you can find it.
No,
It's-
you can't.
Oh, that's right. This is what vintage.
So,
A little vintage.
but it's, if you can get it off of Amazon or Etsy or whatever, get it. It's really worth it. It was super easy to make.
From Kim's private vault of pattern.
I looked everywhere for that pattern.
Oh, you haven't found it, Sally?
I looked everywhere.
Oh, hey,
It
look.
was,
Oh,
it
you
was on
can find
Etsy.
Oh, was it?
You bought
Yeah.
the last one.
Oh.
No, I got it at Joanne, but
Sally, did you look online? Is that what you said?
No, remember I was saying how I had my daughter looking everywhere and she was like, I'm not looking for that pattern anymore.
Was it a new look or simplicity or
it's a simplicity.
simplicity?
Yeah, it's a simplicity. But it is old.
Oh,
Because it had the one button on there, and that's when because remember I had doctor's appointments on Tuesday, and then I was like, I said, so I couldn't come I couldn't come anyway. Well, actually one today was canceled, but I was like, forget it anyway. But I had my daughter looking for it, and she was like, because the only reason I wanted to make it is because I had the one button on it, because Kim posted it, and I was so excited. I said, oh, one button.
But it's 2013, so it's not like it's really old. So
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, it's not pajamas though.
Well,
Oh, you gonna make it in pajamas? Okay.
Nice.
Andrea, this is your fault.
Oh, I love your pajamas. I want you to open a PJ shop.
Me too. I love them.
I had to explain to my husband about this because he just didn't understand why there's a problem with pajamas. And I said, evidently, even the sales clerk at the store said there's no variety out there. So I guess the girls are right. So I may just have to go into business.
Oh, yeah. And I've never found pajamas that are really comfortable. Like, so
Well, are they comfortable because of the style or because of the fabric itself?
the fabric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like scratchy fabric to sleep in. Heck,
No.
Yeah, that's awful. So,
Hmm.
all right. Anyone else have a shirt done?
I'm working on one.
Almost.
Okay, who wants to go first? Ooh, Dara. Whoa, that's
So-
beautiful.
I'm making view B, and this is a relatively new pattern. I think I hadn't seen it in the catalog before.
What's this
And-
number? Butterick what?
It's a Butterick 6632
6632. Okay.
because I buy anything that has that kind of like split neck because it's usually lays nicely and works. But looking at this, my mom taught me a long time ago, do not buy a pattern if it doesn't have a photograph of somebody wearing it. Because line drawing, they don't show you everything. And it also on the back, it just tells you the finished length. It doesn't tell you the circumference. Like it doesn't tell you what the ease is or any of that. It doesn't tell you the important stuff. But I bought it anyway and made it anyway. And then the other issue is I'm usually a 14. So then you have to choose, do you buy the smaller that goes up to the 14 or do you buy the one that starts at the 14? So I bought the one that starts at the 14 and it's humongous.
Oh,
Oh.
It has so much ease. I'm almost done with it. Don't know if you can see. It's like
pretty.
all I have to do is sew down the facing, but I have the sleeves and the hem done and everything.
Oh, that's
And-
beautiful.
I think it's going straight to Goodwill.
Oh no,
In the body. I suspect that they have the back of her shirt pinned to make it come in, like they do with the fashion model.
With the clips, yeah.
Yeah, I think they have her clipped in the back. There's no way this is the same as this unless they're doing that. There's just no way. It has like 10 inches of ease. So
There's an
anyway.
extra for you, Dara, a fisheye dart.
Now it's all gathered. It would just be weird. And then I hate the sleeve. The sleeve is
Yeah,
atrocious to
yeah.
me. It's like way too much fullness, and it like my arms are kind of short, so the fullness is like at my waist and my hip. So I just look like I'm wearing a clown top. I mean, it's just a clown top on me.
I like it.
okay, Dara.
What?
Dara,
Hmm.
do you have Cash App?
No.
Do you have PayPal?
Yes.
Okay, I will PayPal you. I'm gonna set up a PayPal account. You and I. You can send me your clothes and stop sending them to the Goodwill.
Okay, but Sally, this wouldn't fit you. What the hell would you do with it?
Wasn't I a size 14 in the clothes? I thought I was a size 14. I don't even know what size am I, Suzette?
I don't know.
So the clothing size in the store is completely different from the pattern.
I know. I'm saying the patterns. I thought that's the size I was.
Mm-mm.
This is
I'm
the size
usually
I
not-
usually am, and I'm telling you, it is enormous. It's like so wrong.
Okay, can you take it in for me?
I will take it straight into Goodwill for you.
And dye it pink.
I'm gonna finish it and then I'm gonna put it in the Goodwill bag because there's no saving it. It's
Sally, just get an address for the Goodwill and have them send it to you. I like it too. I don't want it thrown to Goodwill.
well,
Trips to
and
North
I love this
Carolina.
fabric. I saved it for years before I made this top because I loved it so much. Now I feel like I wasted good fabric. Oh well.
And
Not a
you
good thing.
tried it on, Dara. You actually tried it on, and
Oh yeah, I've had it. I mean, it's the fullness is in all the wrong places for me. And like you guys were saying about tissue fit, it's really hard to even think about how to tissue fit a raglan sleeve. It's like, and you know, like the fabric's gonna drape. So I'm thinking, well, the fabric's gonna drape. It's gonna like lay closer to my body. It's gonna be fine. It's not
did
fine.
they-
It's really, really bad.
What did they recommend for fabric?
Fabrics, Georgette, Chalet, Crepe de Chine, Cotton Blends, Chambray. And actually I'm using a silky from Joanne that has a fair amount of drape. So
Yeah.
it should have totally worked. It's not about the drape, it's about it's just too full. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much.
this is very deceiving. See how they like, even on the illustrations, it like lays against them and it's
Oh yeah, no.
none of
Can
it.
you
None of that
can
is
you cut the
happening here.
sleeve off and cuff it maybe?
Well, it's already cuffed.
No,
So
I
I
mean,
thought about coming up here and cutting it off and like making it
Yeah.
a short sleeve. They don't
and
really
just
have,
cuff it at the top of that sleeve when you cut it off.
but then the bottom is still like the body of it is still too much. It would be like a short sleeve maternity top.
Well, then you could take that part in
Yeah.
on the
easy.
sides.
It's all
So
it's all the fullness comes from these gathers on the front and the back and the shoulders. So even if I did something like put a dart, and then it would be puffy at the top and
Okay, give it
Not
up.
working. Not working.
it's not working. This is one of those, sometimes when I go to my sewing meetings in person, when we have them, I take the pattern and the garment and like, here, he's dead to me. Bye-bye.
Oh
you
my
can take them.
gosh.
I understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
and raglan sleeves are really hard to adjust because it comes to that on that angle. It's not like you can just take something out of the middle part of it because that then messes up that angle on the raglan sleeves. Might be one of the reasons why I never do raglan sleeves.
I do
Erase
them
the
all the
number
time.
from the notes.
Like this is a raglan t-shirt pattern and I do it all the time and they're so much easier to fit for me because then the sleeves are generally bigger and I don't have to add so much to the sleeves and distort everything. But lesson learned, bad pattern. It was funny because while I was like cutting it out yesterday and starting it, I was on the phone with my daughter and I was like, after 50 years, I've finally gotten to the point where I can like pick a pattern and some fabric and make something and it'll probably be wearable. And then it turned out to be not wearable.
You're like the rest of us, huh?
Yep.
Okay, with Kim's Simplicity pattern,
Mhm.
that one is available on Etsy, but it
Yep.
says low in stock.
Yeah, so it's not there.
Yep.
So you can just barely grab it if you want it. Just
How
want
much
to
is
say,
it?
huh?
Sorry,
much
it
is
didn't
it?
work out, Tara.
How much? It's $6.95.
That's
Pretty
not
good.
bad.
Just saying. Okay.
Fabric. Okay, how about you?
You know what I think that noise is? I
What?
think
What is that?
somebody probably has a cell phone near their computer or something. Probably
Yeah,
Mhm.
I got mine right here.
When I was having trouble hearing Andrea when she was talking there a
Yeah.
minute ago, I could see her lips moving, but I heard no words.
How about now? Can
A
you
little
hear me?
better.
Here's something.
Yeah, I still hear a buzzing, but
Okay, here, let me try to mute everyone just so we can. Okay, do you still hear the buzzing? Can you hear me? Oh, perfect. Okay, let's leave it like this. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead and unmute one at a time. I'll just call your name and we'll try and see where it's come from. Suzette. Casey. Lynn. Dara. Joanne.
You should talk too. Yeah.
Doreen.
Oh, right.
Doreen. You gotta hit unmute. Sally?
Whoa.
We found it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Where's your where's your cell phone, Doreen? There was a bad like buzzing noise coming from there.
Okay, I'm gonna put my cell phone in another room.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. While you're doing that, Lynn, how's the shirt making coming along?
Oh, right. Yeah, it's not. It's still here.
What?
It's still inside out. It still has pins falling. All I need to do is the little hem. Oh gosh, but I've been busy, tidying up my sewing room and getting everything off the floor and organizing my fabric. I found tons of stuff that I didn't remember I had. And I'm real excited that I got all my like back quarter scraps into let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you guys we talked about this a long time ago, but the fat quarter containers are where do you put your extra, oh yeah, there they are.
That's
Well,
a lot of backwaters.
Oh my goodness. What are they in, Lynn? Let me
I
make
mean, it's not me.
Yeah,
The buzzing noise.
me too.
They're in like little, oh, there you go.
Oh, it's bad.
What are those again, Lynn?
They're little containers. They're called back order containers. And they were like $3 cheaper on Walmart.com than they were on Amazon. And I have 3 and I need 1 more. And I can get all my little bits that are in buckets and everything else finished and then put them on the shelf. So that's really rewarding.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll get my hand in. Oh, and I got some, spoon flour where you make fabric. So I did my husband's dog drinking.
Oh,
So you created that or you bought it?
Yeah, I created it.
Good job.
I want to make him a mask because the other ones
Wait
don't
a
fit.
second, you created the fabric, the actual fabric?
Yes, on spoon flour. I've
The
got a couple
design.
more.
Oh, on that. Okay.
Yeah, I think they just printed on cotton and I don't know, but I've done this several times, like the Tesla one's still coming and you just get a vector file and then you move things around and add things and that's still coming too. So I'll show you that one. I had a lot of trouble with the vector file because I wanted a black background. The last one I made had a red background and I'm not proficient enough to change the color. I tried everything. So I just sent it off to our daughter and she made everything perfect and emailed it back to me and I ordered the fabric based on the design that I was happy with. But if it wasn't for the Dara's mask, I probably wouldn't be doing this because everybody I made one for says it's so comfortable. It's the only one I want. It's so comfortable. But have you left that link up for the mask, Andrea? The directions?
It's still there. Just scroll through the homepage, but make sure that you grab a copy and save that PDF. That mask again, Dara, is life
Oh,
changing.
well, I have the pattern. It's just that I made it different than Dara made it. So I want to see if it's easier doing it her way or what. I want to compare. I have the pattern's not a problem. I've got that.
Oh, good. Okay. You just want to review the video with her when she
Yeah,
talks.
because she did a couple, unique things that I wasn't doing. I thought, well, heck, if I'm going to do it again, I'm going to try it different. Why do what your brain says? Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Who is this that you're talking about?
Dara?
Dora.
Oh, me.
She's in our group. Dara's in our group and she created a mask that was a slightly different pattern that we all created together.
Yeah. And it fits real well. And I bought all the strings and the stoppers and the wire. I got all the stuff, so I might as well use it. When I'm putting everything away, I thought, oh, that's a lot to put away. I could use just the 5,000 feet of elastic I bought.
So is it on this site? Could I find it?
Yes.
And just go to the Sewing Club homepage and then click on, I think it will be under the on demand.
It's on demand, yeah, because I got to use it myself. I've got all that stuff and I have not made one mask yet.
Oh, really, Kim?
Oh.
Yes.
Well, Kim, don't give them away because if you give them away, you're going to get orders and then you'll never get another blouse done.
No, I got to make the mask. I bought all that stuff that everybody told me about, and I have not made one mask. I cut one out, and I still haven't made the mask yet. I was so focused on the blouse that I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that mask done. So
yeah, they go together really quick. But yeah, it's like this thing. I've got to get the hem in this before I can do anything else. And I really want to wear it and see if I like it, if it's comfortable before I cut another one. So while I'm putting everything away, the pattern pieces for our blouse are still floating around because I really don't want to put them away. I really want to make them.
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much, Lynn. Okay, let's see. Anybody else have their blouse? No one?
It's not done, but coming
Look at
along.
that, Suzette.
Nice. The collar.
Oh,
Great, beautiful collar.
That looks really good.
solid too, yeah.
Great
I-
job.
I So these, whatever these are called.
That's your
The
facing.
facings.
Facing.
Facings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's as far as I got.
That is awesome. Did you do a little preliminary bit?
I did, but I wanted to wait till I got these facings on to see if it was gonna add more to the front or not, so I can make sure the darts are in the right place.
Oh,
okay.
yay.
So I'm getting there.
So what's next? Sleeves?
Finish these facings and then the sleeves, hem and buttons.
Yay.
Now, was that your Muslim?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
think
if it comes together okay and fits okay, then I'm gonna make it out of something else.
oh, that's terrific. I feel
Unless
like we need one more week on the shirt.
Good, good. Thank you.
Unless you're practicing, Suzette, with your buttonholes, for fit, you don't need to put them in. Just pin yourself up,
Mhm.
and then you'll know if it fits right just with pins. But if you want to practice your buttonholes, go ahead.
Well,
Well,
the problem with this
I will
pattern,
practice the buttonholes before I do it on the real one, but I just felt I had to get to a certain point before
You're
I
at
could
that point.
tell if my darts were in the right place.
are
Yeah.
you doing the new look pattern?
The same as you.
Okay, well, I had trouble with the buttonhole, the first one. Oh, gosh. Because there's a curve here.
Yep.
And
It's
I put the buttonhole a little low. I wish I would have put it a little higher. So when you pin it, you know how it has, it's hard to see this bend here.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So I
right.
think once you get the first one right, all the rest are good. But most shirts are straight, and this little curve
Yeah.
makes a difference.
Mhm.
Where that first one goes in, that was the only hard one. And if you put it in the wrong place, it's too late, you know.
Well, that's just it. That's how I felt too. It was too late for me anyways, because I just felt like I needed to raise it up.
And
So
you could
even if I
have,
moved that buttonhole, it wouldn't have worked because then everything would have just been overlapped tighter.
oh, too far.
So because of the V. But you can, I would say, fit yourself first without your sleeves.
Mhm.
Then once you're fitted without the sleeves, add the sleeves.
Mhm.
And then refit just for the sleeves because you want to make sure the bodice is good
Yeah.
before your sleeves are put in.
Mhm. And I've been cheating. There's a video.
Oh,
No, that's great. That's
We
good.
don't call that cheating.
No,
No.
that's not
You've
cheating.
been learning.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because the way she explains it and trying to read that pattern, I would have never figured out that collar.
oh,
But Kim put that on there that there was a video for that.
Yes.
yeah, that collar's a lot. But when it's done, you know, you can, that's the first time you make any pattern is a little bit more difficult. So that's why I like to make them again. So they hopefully will go smoother.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what they mean, and there's not enough pictures on there for me.
Very nice work. I like the shirt that you're making now, Suzette. Do you think you'll save it or do you, are you just,
Oh, it's just muslin.
I
I
know,
don't think you could wear it.
really?
You could.
I feel like you.
Well, plus
Just a white shirt, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
in the off-white,
So,
but I made my markings in permanent pen so I wouldn't
Oh, well, no.
iron them.
never mind.
Dye it though. Yeah, too bad you used permanent because then you could have dyed it a color if you liked it.
Yeah, but I'll make another one. This is what I have so far, but I don't really know if I like it anymore. It's just light blue with polka
Oh,
dot.
that's pretty.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
do too like
Yeah.
that.
I'm
Me
not
too.
sure if it's my color.
It is. It's good for you.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, I
This
think
is
it looks
this
good.
is shirting. Is this fine to use?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that where you can put some Coke into the water to soften it?
What?
up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's trying to dye it. She's telling you to put Coke in the water with your fabric to dye it and bring it the color.
Oh,
like more of a, like a tan-ish in
Would
there.
work.
It won't die.
Oh,
If
this
it's
one?
Light
just
tan.
coke, it won't die. It'll just soften it.
Yeah,
I'm talking
We're
about
not letting it
a
like.
little
soften
diet
it.
too, probably.
yeah. We'll see. It's mostly just to see how it comes together because you guys know how to do all that and where you need to make adjustments. I'm not sure how it's going to come together. That's the part I need to do, and then maybe show it to you guys and figure out how I need to change it.
That's smart.
Because it has the darts down the back and the front.
Yeah.
Remember, that's a fitting thing. Those could be optional. You could make them smaller and
Yep.
you can do all that on your muslin to see how deep you want those before you make it in your regular material, or even just leaving them out like I did it. Depending on the material, you may want to leave it out.
Those are easy. It's those bus darts that drive me crazy. I never know if I have them in the right place.
Suzette, if you wanted to do a one-on-one, I pay for Zoom, so we could do a Zoom thing if you wanted to, and we could do a one-on-one if you wanted to do a fit thing together.
Okay,
That would be fun.
Just let me know, what's good and we can set it up.
okay.
You have
Oh,
Joanne's
okay.
email? Suzette, do you have Joanne's email? Okay.
I do, yeah.
That's really nice of you, Joanne, especially since you just made the pattern. Okay, so I got my collar on.
Oh, look,
Wow.
how beautiful.
Ooh, I like it.
Collar.
Oh, you change it. You use the colored for the top. Yeah.
Yep.
Are you
Look at
gonna
that.
are you gonna wear your neck up like that?
He wants to show off the blue underneath.
No, really. Are you gonna like wear your neck up some? I think it looks nice like that.
It's
Oh,
literally
God.
okay.
You know what, Kim? Nobody's talking to you.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just sitting here.
I like the neck up.
You have to have a long neck though to to do it.
A long neck, bro.
Not that long.
Yeah, it is. Look. Okay, let me show you what it looks like without the collar up.
That's cute.
And then those pearlized snaps are gonna.
Oh. I think it's gonna look totally different when it gets on you.
Where's the pearlized snaps?
Really?
They're coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's very fitted, so like with a pair of ripped blue jeans, it's gonna be the perfect balance.
Ripped blue jeans.
oh yeah. She's really going.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna look so, oh, good. It's gonna look
It
great.
will. It's gonna be like the perfect balance between vintage and modern. Okay, so Lynn suggested, making 3/4 sleeves, but when I tried this on this morning, because those cuffs are so small, so two things, I used the wrong cuff.
Oh.
Oh.
So,
Oh no.
uh-oh,
Froze.
She's frozen.
froze.
Uh-oh, see what happens when you use the wrong cup?
Am I
Be
frozen?
careful.
No, you're okay now.
You froze. Yeah, you froze. Yeah.
Froze.
What did you hear? Oops, I'm still froze.
No, you're okay.
No.
now.
Okay. What did you hear about the cuff, that I used the wrong cuff?
Right.
That
Yeah.
was, yep, you froze because you had the wrong cuffs. Yep.
Right.
So anyways, what I can do with this, so I don't have to shorten it, is because they are the short cuffs, they do look really good if you just push it up.
Oh, good.
Right.
Good.
So versus if it was a long cuff, I wouldn't be able to do that. So this one would be okay, but I would love to make a second one out of that crinkle fabric. So most favorite blouse I ever had was out of that crinkle fabric. You don't have to do anything to it except wash it and wear it. It's amazing. So I would like to try it out of that if we take another week just to see the difference. Because this one has so much structure. I want to see what it looks like without. But in the case of like this one does have bust darts. So with crinkle fabric, no darts there.
I would do those darts because they're horizontal and you won't have as much trouble. It won't be as problematic. It's the vertical up and down darts that would have been it was just better not to try even attempting that. So,
Okay, so we'll take at least one more week. I just want to give, Gloria didn't get a chance to share, and Sally didn't get a chance to share. So Gloria,
Well, remember last week I had that really pretty rayon Shelley that I was going to use, and I said I was going to try to do a muslin first. So I'm hoping this will end up being a wearable muslin because I do like this fabric. This is all I have left of the fabric. It was a remnant I bought years ago when Hancock Fabrics was going out of business. And then I started looking for buttons, and I found these buttons that I had bought when I was in Australia years ago. And I thought they're so cute, but they're so little. So I thought maybe this would be better because they actually look like polka dots.
Sure.
But there's only 6 of them and I need 8. So what I thought I'd do is put those 6 down the front, put ladybugs on the cuffs.
Oh, cute.
The pattern, it's not really cuffs. The pattern has a sleeve that then you put like a pleat at the end, and then you're supposed to put a button so it looks like a buttonhole cuff, but it's not really. But I've forgotten, it's been so long since I tried to cut a garment pattern. I've just been like, this thing I just made out of a shirt that I had, I just copied it. But all the fitting, and I didn't really do a tissue fitting, but I did. I cut the front tissue out and held it up against me and put it against another blouse that I had in my closet just to kind of choose the right size, because this is a real ego thing. I'm a size 3. Peggy Sager Silhouette Patterns. She does hers 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she goes up to 4W, 5W, up to 9W. So I'm a size 3. But she's quit measuring yourself. Just measure something from your closet that you like the fit of. So we'll see how it turns out. I hope to have it pretty much done by next Tuesday.
Awesome. So you have it all cut out, Gloria, then?
Well,
Pattern pieces?
some pieces I just did kind of a rough cut. It's still on my cutting table. But I dragged out my cutting table, put it in the kitchen, because remember, I don't have a sewing room yet. So I set it up in the kitchen, and I just had so much going on this last week, and I had things to do this morning, and that's why I was a little bit late this morning. But yeah, I'm going to try to stick with that.
Nice. That's exciting. Okay, so we'll definitely take one more week then to talk about your
Good.
shirts. Okay, so Sally, your appointment got canceled, but you're not making a shirt. But are you thinking about maybe making a shirt? You're muted.
Yeah, I was trying to unmute. I don't know if I can unmute. I don't know if I can make a shirt in 1 week, but this is the collar I was trying to tell you to do.
Whoa,
Oh,
Sally.
I love it.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
I don't
Retro.
even feel like that's a separate color. I think it's one cut of fabric.
It is.
But you see that troublemaker was trying to convince you not to have your collar like that.
Wow.
Ooh.
Who? Only troublemaker that's here, Kimberly.
Because I think Andrea had it buttoned all the way to the top. I think you need to at least 1 or 2 buttons unbuttoned to wear your collar up.
I don't have any buttons yet. I just have a little pin in there to hold it so I can see what it looks like. When I get much older, or if I go to a very fancy tea party, I put a brooch there. Sally. Yeah,
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said a brooch.
You're gonna put a brooch there? Oh. But yeah, I've always liked collars like this.
But that has a, here, hold it up nice and close again. Well, you should
I
make
love
that
it.
shirt.
I just love it.
Why don't
It's
you
a
make that
vintage.
shirt? Yeah, why don't you make it, Sally?
Sally,
With buttons?
It's short.
Yeah.
Sally.
Yes.
You can
I
tell.
can't make this by next week.
Why
you could. You cut it out.
Dara makes a shirt in one sitting.
Who makes it in one sitting?
Dara, she can sit down for an hour and a half and have a new shirt.
and
Okay,
be-
Dara, are you doing a Zoom with me? Are you doing that?
That's definitely like a 2-day shirt. That's not a 1-day shirt.
Oh, it's a Tuesday shirt. I can't do it because it's a
Tuesdays?
Tuesday shirt.
You could start today.
Yeah, you have 7 days.
Nobody asked you, Kimberly.
Don't forget,
Dara, are you doing me a 2-day
I don't
Zoom?
have to feed anybody or pick up anybody or anything like that in my life anymore. I'm just me. I can sew all day if I want.
That's so nice.
Okay, I'm gonna have to wait until Dara can do a 2-day Zoom with me for this shirt.
Oh, you don't have to wait for anything.
Okay, you right in the category with Kimberly now.
See?
It's you cut it out and you sew a seam up. That's all it is.
It's not any harder than any other shirt.
But you know what? Afterwards, after I was thinking about it, I said I have to really listen to you, Dara. I said, because it probably won't even turn out like this, because you said I need to be looking at the way this woman looks and not the way this woman looks. And I said, it probably won't even turn out looking like this. Because you said your mother said to look at the model and look at
Never buy pattern without a photograph.
Yeah, look
That's
at the
what
way
she
this
always
looks.
told me.
I said, I don't like the way this looks right here.
So you
Yeah.
can fix that.
Yeah.
Make it your own.
I do not know how to alter patterns.
One step at a time.
All I know how to do is sew mine.
It's
Just
right.
take out your machine and practice some buttonholes without even worrying about a shirt.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just practice some buttonholes.
yeah. Just
Okay,
don't
I
worry
will see
about it.
you guys next week with some buttonholes.
Good. No, because
That's
that's
all.
what you're concerned about. I know.
Right.
So just
That's all,
Practice.
Kimberly.
just
A
practice some.
buttonhole.
Kimberly.
A buttonhole.
Oh, Kimberly, just make a mask and leave me alone.
Oh, I can do that. That ain't no
Kimberly
big deal.
made a mask.
I'm getting ready to make some more shirts. So.
Right,
Sally, if you
Andrea?
can do a turn lock on a wallet, you can do a buttonhole on a shirt.
Absolutely.
Dara,
Exactly.
Dara, are you going to give me 2 hours or not?
I'm not.
Then I can't make it.
Sally,
It's tough love. You have to do it yourself.
Sally,
Oh, yo.
cut
oh.
it out. If you get it cut out and bring it to
Right.
our next meeting, they'll help you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cut it
Dara
out.
will help me.
Yeah, everyone will help.
Put your big girl panties on and quit whining.
Yes. And look on YouTube. Maybe YouTube has a sew along. Could get
They
lucky.
don't.
I will work with
Oh.
you for a little bit, like whatever, one day. I can work with you for a little bit. That's
Okay,
not-
and who else? Raise your hand if you're going to work with me.
I ain't working with
I'll
you.
work with you.
Nobody wants you to work with me.
Joanne, you got it, Joanne.
Moral support.
Mm,
You got
Joanne,
it,
yeah,
Sally.
yeah.
I'll give you prayer. That's it.
I noticed wait. I noticed I didn't see Joanne raise her hand. She wanted to
I
do
did.
it.
He's helping
I
Suzette.
raised my hand. I did.
Andrea, I ain't see you either.
Give no service. Like, I mean, this is a miracle right here.
What'd you say?
Just the fact that I have this is a miracle.
Yeah.
Mine would be a miracle
Do
too.
this, Sally, do this because the rest of us can learn. Cut it out and let's talk about it Tuesday and Friday. And between the two, you'll get the shirt done.
Yeah.
I think I need to look for another shirt.
Oh, Lord.
No. Make the one you
Sally, I
like.
put my email in the chat.
There you
Okay.
go.
I'm
Yeah.
writing it down.
You can
Okay.
join the Zoom. Well, you can join the Zoom with me and Joanne. She might be able to help us both.
Well, that'd
So
be
get some
fantastic.
muslin, make a markup of the fabric, in the muslin, the pattern in the muslin.
Mhm.
Just get like the front, the back, stitch them together. And then don't worry about anything else. Just get the front and the back together.
The front and the back.
And then we can,
not
on
the
muslin.
sleeves.
On muslin.
Otherwise,
And then we'll just
Any fabric, any cheap fabric that you don't care about.
not
Anything.
knit.
Not knit, I'm sorry, yeah.
Not knit.
No, not knit. No, that's what I would be using too.
Does that pattern have darts? You gotta practice darts with me.
Yep.
Darts are easy. We can get down with darts. Yeah.
Mini darts.
It's not the sewing, it's the placement that bothers.
Okay, yeah, no, that's we can do that. Yep. We'll figure that out.
Okay.
Go to her email, and then I will see you. Today's Tuesday, so Thursday morning, and we're gonna start ironing board covers if you're interested in those.
Oh.
That's what we're gonna be working.
Are we all gonna do the same one, or we have to find which pattern we're gonna do?
Yeah, brainstorm and find which pattern you like, and or if you have tutorials, and then we'll just share it all and talk about what we need. I have multiple ironing boards in my life.
I'm just going to use the ironing board cover I have and use that as a pattern.
Pattern.
Me too. I'm gonna make a travel tote for my iron because I don't have a proper ironing board here. So I figured the travel tote would be my best thing. So I've seen it, found a few tutorials for that.
For cute. Okay. All right.
Somebody has to say goodbye because she's just wants her walk. Are you all done, Mommy? I gotta go for a walk.
Thank
You all finished the necessary clutch last Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
We have to look at your recording.
Well, the problem is the recording is like 5 gigabytes. So I'm still having trouble getting uploaded because we sewed for 3.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't quit. Yeah.
Andrea was on a mission.
And
I guess.
Dara was sewing, happily sewing, so we just kept going.
Yeah, I wish I'd try. It never occurred to me to try to come in. I was late. I said I couldn't come because I was at the doctor's, and I figured I'd missed that hour. But so you must have still been on there for another couple hours after I got home.
Like 1 o'clock. I was starving when we signed off. But the wallet is done and I love it, so it's totally
Good.
worth it. Okay, everybody, have a good Tuesday.
Bye-bye.